Hey guys, what's up? Synx here again for another Java tutorial, and today I'm going to be talking about if statements and else if statements. And basically, if you don't know what they are, then an if statement is pretty much a computer's way of checking a condition, or is one of a few different ways of checking a condition, such as if you were to write it in pseudocode, it would be something like, if this condition is true, then execute this, and then if this is not true, which would be your else or else if statement, which I'm going to go over. Execute this, and it can go on and on forever. So first, I'm just going to show you your basic condition checker or operators, and that is less. Whoops, that's not what I want. There's your less than, which is just a that less than symbol. There's less than or equal to, which is this. Same thing, greater than or equal to. There is and, which is just two ampersands, I think that's what they're called. And then or, which are just two of these big lines, which can be found above your enter key if you're using a US keyboard. Pretty sure. I'm not sure if it's different on a different keyboard. But let's jump into it. So the basic format for an if statement is typing if, parentheses, and then your condition. I'm going to leave it blank for now because I have nothing else in here. And then a set of braces, and then that's where your what you want it to execute if your condition is true. Up here, I'm just going to make a new variable called number, and I'll set it to 5. And here, I'm just going to test the condition if number is let's do greater than or equal to 3. And so that's my condition, and if this is true, I'm going to have the program type out it is greater than or equal, oops, messed that up, equal to 3. So once again, if this condition, currently being if the variable number, the value stored in the variable number is greater than or equal to 3, then print out in the console the line of text saying it is greater than or equal to 3. And it should prove true, and it does. Down here it says it is greater than or equal to 3. So that worked out. But say that this condition was not true, and we set number to equal 1. If we run this, nothing will happen. Down here, there's nothing that says the program is going to execute if this condition is true. So that's where an else statement comes in. And to do that, just go back below if. Standard people just type it right next to the brace of the first if. So like this, else. And then another set of braces, and then type in your fallback, I like to call it, if you don't have any else if statements. This is the fallback code for the program to execute if your condition is not true. And I'll do the condition is false, and semicolon, and I'll run it again. And down here it says the condition is false, and that's because number, the variable number, is currently set to 1, and our condition is to check if it's greater than or equal to 3, which is false. So it goes back to our else statement and executes this because the condition is not true. But say we want to test multiple conditions for one variable, or a piece of code you want to execute if a few different conditions are true, which is a little more complex, and I'll do more in depth in a different tutorial. But that's where an else if statement comes in, just written like this, and then parenthesis sign, and then you have a different condition in here. And I'll do number. I may have neglected to show you one other condition operator, which is the double equal sign, and that's a lot different than the single one. The single one is setting a value to a variable or a piece of data, and the double equal sign is the condition to check if something is true. So I'll have my alternative condition being if number is equal to 1, then I'll say down here the number is 1. And I'll run this, And down here it says the number is 1 because our second condition is true. And it is not greater than or equal to 3, but it is equal to 1, as you see here. And you can just keep doing these all the way down. They do get kind of complicated, and you can just put an else statement after you're done and just put your fallback code there if none of your conditions are true. Later I'm going to be going into nested if statements, which I'm not even going to bother explaining, and because they get very complicated because they basically collapse on top of each other. But that'll be my next tutorial, and that's essentially it for conditions with if and else if statements. Hope you guys learned something, and I'll see you in my next one. See you.